Here is more evidence of their plans for the jackass non-thinking humans, or not, amongst us. More than 1 million Australians have downloaded a coronavirus contact tracing app within hours of it being released by the government. I mean, how stupid can you get? The COVIDSafe smartphone, really. So the phone's not a virus collector. Oh dear. People really need to look under the infrared to see how much viruses are connected to everybody's phone. And it uses a Bluetooth wireless signal, which will eventually be 5G, to exchange a, quote, digital handshake with another user when they come within 1.5 meters, 5 feet. The app then logs this contact and then encrypts it. Data mining, AI. Clowns in panic again. And this all reminds me of Robert David Steele, who we covered quite a bit in that show, and his plug for his intelligence agency of the future, where he says the public will become the intelligence. Indeed, Mr. Steele. There it is in your face. Users will be notified if they have had more than 15 minutes of close contact with another user who tests positive. And Australia has recorded 6,694 confirmed coronavirus cases and allegedly 80 deaths from the virus, but provides no proof. And that's according to the data from the Johns Hopkins University. They were who were involved with Majestic 12 and the Langley Clowns. Same people. So their statistics, you can wipe your ass on if you had toilet paper. The rise in infections has slowed considerably in recent weeks. However, with just 16 new cases recorded in Australia on Sunday, the app-based is one introduced in Singapore. And it went live at 1800 hours local time on Sunday, and the Health Minister Greg Hunt confirmed the downloaded figures on Sunday night. 1 million signed up for it in the space of 4.5 hours. If only 1 million signed up for the People's Club in the space of 4.5 hours, we might actually be able to teach people some common sense. So 1 million have now downloaded and registered, and they're saying, please join us and help protect ourselves, our families, each other, but above all else, our nurses and doctors, according to Mr. Hunt, who's the health minister. What Mr. Hunt should have said is, please join us in wiring you all up into an AI-run database, and your body and its extended parts. No, not them extended parts. This is a clean show. I mean, your phone will actually take over your lives. And the Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, said social restrictions, listen closely, quote, could be eased if enough people use the app, unquote. There you go again, the seducement. Bit like America. Don't worry, Americans, that you may lose your jobs and you're going to have less income, because we're going to send you $1,200 to compensate you. Yeah, right. The government has said that for maximum effectiveness, some 40% of the population would need to download it. Interesting figure they give there, 40% it was required. And given it is close and slightly above the figure of 37% of the 5G dumb phone people who fell for the subliminal message of buy toilet paper. This smacks to me of a test about seeking improvements to their dark-based AI system. Why 40%? Now, amid privacy concerns about who will have access to the App Store data, the government said only state health authorities would qualify. What so-called misnomer named health authorities are they talking about? World Horror Organization? See how it all connects? And one must remember all health institutes, universities, research centres, child protection and social services are all run by psychopaths and their Five Eyes type groups. All of them. So they said the data will be stored in Australia, and the health minister said not even a court order would allow other authorities such as the police to access it. And if you believe that, you'll believe anything. It just boggles my mind, these people downloading these apps without even considering the consequences of such. Because if you think for 1 second downloading this app will end lockdown sooner, you're more stupid than you think or realise. Just a madness. Hey people, download this so we can legally track you and fine you if you don't answer our messages, whilst we're accessing all your private details. And you got people who are crying about government overreach and also 5G on a 5G phone, I might add. It's beyond stupidity. Way beyond it.